If I'm MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week, this is Zeta, your host. You guys are joining in, want to catch more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week. Since I'm getting Cyberpunk by next week, be sure to hit that red support button. Guys are new in the chat, guys are not new. Hit that like button, tweet it out, comment, share it. If there's anybody in the chat also has the same thing with Twitter, do the same thing with that. If you guys also have a Discord, you can do so by sending me a friend request. Tell me you guys said hello, and so you guys give me your first last some information on Twitter. See what we can actually do behind that. Well, we've watched videos in full. Like them, share them, tweet them out, leave a good comment, and you guys let me know if there's any questions you guys like to ask in between or not in between for sure. With views and beliefs, let's see if I can do something here. Start off with 4 likes. Let's see what we can do. Continue to establish it, guys. Yeah, stay connected and make sure YouTube doesn't take anything off the length. You guys can vote for Land at 30, Greatest Summit at 13. You guys can follow my point anytime you like. See what we can do. Alright, guys. Icy News will be in a little while. It will be Game 1 of 2 in Detroit. Good morning, Brian. How are you today? Welcome to the chat. How's it going this morning? Alright, here we go, guys. It will be the 2-1 Tigers taking on the 1-2 Kansas City Royals. In Game 1 in Detroit, on the mound for the 2-1 Tigers today will be Matthew Boyd. And on the mound for the 1-2 Royals in Game 1 in Kansas City will be Jacob. Hold on, let me get the last name before I get the other comment section here. Will be Jacob Zunas. Let's be digging down to the ballpark today, guys. And also tonight, you guys are getting the Suzima, so we can actually see what kind of stuff we can actually get done behind that. Louise Fernando, how's it going, Louise? How's it going for you this morning? Welcome to the chat, buddy. If you guys are new or not new, hit that red support button. If you guys are new or not new in the chat, you guys let me know. See what we can do. And on the mound for the 2-1 Tigers today in Game 1 in Detroit. And the city of that is pretty much the city of the state of Chicago or a different state behind that. Will be a southpaw lefty Matthew Boyd. Which is actually no stranger between any good pitcher in between. And there's the starting lineup for the 2-1 Tigers today. As listed, I'm going to go over them as I normally do. Leading off first will be center fielder. At center is Victor Reyes. Harold Casper's at DH, designated hitter. At third base, it's Emilio Candelario. He's batting third. Jonathan Scope is at second. Or Casper at short. First baseman, Suzanne Cron. Jacoby Jones is at left field as left-hander, batting seventh. At right field, batting eighth is the right-hander, Jorge Bonifacio. He's actually in that eighth position. And you have Jake Rogers as catcher in the ninth batting position. As you guys can see, it's more followed in between. But how is everyone doing this morning? Hope you guys are well, staying safe, making sure everything's intact, and I had to take care of a little something that's in between, Brian, so things got taken care of. So my YouTube channel is good to go. Stuff between the two in the back that are doing, so I'm good. The king is good, and the king has spoken to keep everything under control, making sure it's more of a traditional way, and making sure it's more of a fashion thing, and you know, like I said, and also work yesterday. Work last night was good. I'm off today, go back another 2 days, and then I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, so. And when Cyberpunk is coming out next week, so I'm hoping to get my hands on it very soon, very clearly. As we look at the ranks for the 2-1 Tigers from last year, ERA was 5.24, saves was 31, walks allowed was 536. It's like any team that has its own stadium, like any team you can think for sure. Between side by side by side. So like I said, my channel's good. I talked with Volko on Discord about it, and basically, when it comes to taking screenshots with a picture, to try to get some evidence or not evidence, I had to block. I still have the 2 blocked, so I'm pretty much good. So guess what? I'm gonna leave him alone and do what I have to do. So I'm still part of his group, but here's the thing. There's nothing he can do to report me or my channel on YouTube. So that's good. I got it all planned and figured out. So on the mound today for the 2-1 Tigers on the mound will be Matthew Boyd. Last year, 32 starts, he was 9-12 with a 4.56 ERA, and he's given up 178 hits. And leading off first for the Royals today, guys, will be shortstop and Bruno Mendezi.
Into the box now, Adalberto Mondesi, and we are
first pitch by him, by Boyd. That'd be closer than we think. Ground ball to second, picks it up, throws to first. 1 out for the Royals. As any team is looking to get up and running today, too. And I also did take a shower earlier this morning, so I'm good to go. Fresh and good scent between Cologne and without Cologne behind them. There's a starting lineup for the 1-2 Royals as seen. One of the highest is batting 6 is Hunter Dozier at 364. And speaking of that, guys, that'll bring up left fielder number 4 on his jersey, Alex Gordon. At this point, I actually have back-to-back All-Star. I don't think it's going to affect much of anything. To the left, 1-0. So, what's going on with you today, Brian? Anything interesting? 2-1 Tigers are 2-1 this season. Between one of the teams of anything for sure that does not deserve to get knocked off or anything for sure. But other than that, I felt really tired after work, and Malev and I are always doing good. We're a little more continuing with our undefeated streak as always to keep everything under control for our future. 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul ball to right, 1-2. Coming out of home base. Temperature down there, guys, is 48 degrees. Between the other stuff that's complete. But yeah, I was also not even alone on the cards yesterday either. We had one that was working 2 to 11, and then the one that was working 10 to 7, and then helped me out until 10 o'clock. So basically, there was like 5 of us. I mean, there was only like 4 of us that was out on the lot. So, but other than that, we actually tried to get a little stuff done afterwards, and it's all good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets the target. And at the bottom, that's a strikeout. That's the second out for the Royals. So, like I said, so far, we're keeping it very, very under control, making sure it's more of a good wind of rains, making sure it's everything that's completely in general. Boyd sets the target to the right, 0-1. And that brings up, guys, second baseman number 15, Whit Merrifield, coming in. Last year, 154 with 2 ribbies. It could be a little battle between any player, depending which direction they like playing on. What do you say, Brian? But either way, you can't get there too quick, as long as it's in a good lane, in a good control, and making so it stays by where it's at between the other. 1-1 coming up. I think news will be a little later. To the bottom right, 2-1. Your umpires Clay Washington, Earl Hendricks, Woody Keller, and Thursday's umpire is Ed Drummond, I would assume. Hopefully that name is a little bit correct. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count that, Brian. That'll be ground ball to third defensively. Picks it up, throws the first, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Royals. Game 1 in Detroit. We're at the bottom of the first inning. Royals nothing. Tigers coming up to bat. David Retzro, thank you, buddy. And on the mound today for the 1-2 Royals will be Jacob Dunas. Last year between the stat seat, 31 starts, 9-14, with a 5.24 ERA, 192 hits, 58 walks, and 164 strikeouts behind them. And leading off first for the Tigers would be center fielder number 22 on his jersey, Victor Reyes. Last year, 304 average. Well, 25 plan, there we go. First pitch. At the bottom, close to the bottom, 0-1. 1 and 2 Royals are 1 and 2 this season. As any baseball team is coming inside or outside the division, tries to get as good as possible. 0-1. Foul ball to left, 0-2. So yeah, I decided to get my sour out of the way, so that way I don't have to make any other pronouns for that. So, but other than that, took care of business on Discord and told my opponent what happened last night. And actually, oh, by the way, Brian, did I tell you what happened? What happened to my Angel last night? You're not gonna believe what happened. At the bottom, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Up next is Harold Castro. He is on deck.
Hey, this could be a productive inning.
On the tabs is 3 balls, 2 strikes. I'll tell you in a minute, buddy. Sets the target, 3-2. To the right, that's a big strikeout. And that's the first out for the Tigers. But yeah, guys, my opponent was not feeling good. She threw up twice because well, her updates on the circuit they were actually good all day for the most part, and basically the thing that got her sick was have any of you in the chat, has anybody in the chat ever had taco salad? I mean, I actually had taco salad before. I mean, taco salad is one of those things that has a good vegetable element behind it. That'd be ground ball to right center field. Picks it up, and that'll be a single. That's a single for the Tigers. When it's over there, it's Harold Castro. Oh my goodness. As it's almost up and running and keep it heating on that. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch by Dunas. To the right, 0-1. Oh, you actually have that too? Oh wow. So how long have you had taco salad? Yeah, taco salad is a good mix. That I really have to say for sure. 0-1. Up top, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So far, I mean, yesterday's stream was good. Keep everything under control. Keep it on the left side. At the bottom, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Try to mark that on the calendar. Remember, guys, Cyberpunk is coming up next week. You guys understand? I'm gonna finish off Crash 4, and then Cyberpunk's gonna take that spot to take out by the time we get to the Game Awards, and that would be 5 ball to deep right center field, guys. Between a good start, racing back, it's not coming in, and guess what? It's gone. First solo 2-run shot by Zamir Candelario. Holy cow, guys! Boom goes the ball. Walk me to the moon, Alice. As it strikes first, it's 2-0. It's 2-0 Tigers. Bottom of the first, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. Any baseball team would like to have a good start, whether it's a home run or a couple runs or something like that. And that's a 2-on stop by Zamir Candelario. Look at that one more time. 5 ball to deep right center field. It's not coming back. Goodbye. It's gone. Any hit's a good hit. When you say, Brian? 2-0 Tigers. Bottom of the first. Game 1 in Detroit. 1 out. To the right, 1-0. And that'll bring up next Jonathan Scope, second baseman. Last year of the season, 250, 2 home runs, 2 ribbies. Thank you for the 5th like, buddy. Thank you so much. 1-0. Bottom 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. So, have you heard any good news, Brian? But yeah, my opponent got sick twice because of that taco salad, and she also had a little more of a bad headache too. And I think it was because of that. 5 ball to deep right center field, and that'll bounce off the wall, and that will be a double. You start out, and that's a double for the Tigers. Oh my goodness. I mean, I actually have had taco salad before. I mean, it's been a while. I mean, sours are a good thing to have too, and basically like anything else, it's more of a healthy way to get something in your system. And if you like sours, any size of a fruit, or anything that's, I mean, tomatoes are a good, tomatoes are actually a good vegetable to have too. Here comes Willie Castro, shortstop, jersey number 49. Last year, 83 average with 2 RBIs driven in. Runner at second, 1 out. The ball's 1 strike. I actually can recall that he fly ball to mid left, and he makes the catch. 2 outs for the Tigers. And here we go, guys. Here's the starting lineup for the 2-1 Tigers. Last season, 556 ribbies, 15th in the American League. We will double check on time in just a little bit, just to make sure it's wide in the reins. Here comes C.J. Cron, first baseman, number 26 on his jersey. 253 average from last year. 102nd, 2 outs. But yeah, I really can't recall who made the taco salad. I mean, I used to have that back in school one time. I mean, when I was in school after the last 6 years, and decided to get a real-time job and continue to love what I do. 1-0 coming up. Zunis from the stretch. And that'll be fly ball to right, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike so far today, guys. Tonight you guys will get the Suzima. So I can actually see what we're doing and how great we're doing. So it's no bad of a risk, but other than that, yeah, it's been a while since I had taco salad. But it's some good stuff. 1 ball, 2 strikes from the stretch. Up top, 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone.
But other than that, everything's going good with work, and most of us in the chat. 2-2. 3-2 at the bottom. Up next, guys, is Jacoby Jones. He is on deck. 3 balls and 2 strikes in total between left and right. Zunis from the stretch. Here comes the 3-2. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. And the side is retired after 3 outs. We're going to top of the second inning, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2, Royals nothing. We're going to check time again. We're going to get Izzy News going in just a moment, guys. Due off for the Royals will be right fielder number 12 on his jersey today, Jorge Soler. Last year, 250 average, 1 home run, 3 ribbies. Boyd from the stretch. The bottom, 1-0. Wait, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter as ZD Zach Dawson. Between the numbers, that's more of a good way to connect on Twitter. By sharing me out, tweet me out, leave a comment. That'd be ground ball to left. Picks it up. And that's a single for the Royals. You guys can also send me a friend request on Discord. You guys can say hi to me. Let me know if there's any questions you guys like to add too. And when we watch videos in full, like them, share them, stay connected as good as we can, and making sure everything goes good by leaving a good comment. Left, 1-0. Runner at first, nobody out. If you guys also want to vote for the Idol, you can do so by voting at 30 with Aladdin, Greatest Showman at 13. But yeah, Aladdin's still up by 17, so there hasn't been any change of a score right now. So as long as we continue to see what the following 2 you guys think my love and I should do, we can try to work on that. On deck is Hunt Dozer. He is on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. Boyd from the stretch. And that will be fly ball to mid, try to get a dive attempt, and that will be a single. Another single for the Royals. Keeps a little bit smart, tries to step it up quite a bit more. And Franco does have the single. Alright guys, we actually have some news for you guys today. I'm going to start with the first one with the video. This actually came from leftovers from yesterday, so I'm going to actually jump on the stretch on that. Pitched by Boyd. The bottom, 1-0. Here comes Hunter Dozer, number 17, third baseman. Number 17 on his jersey. Last year, 364 average. First and second, nobody out. Boyd from the stretch. And that will be fly ball to right center field. Picks it up, makes the catch, 1 out for the Royals. Runner at second will go to third. Runner will hold at first. Gets a little more inside that lane. And up next, guys, is number 9, Ryan McBroom, first baseman coming in. On his jersey, last season, 293 with 6 ribbies. First and third with 1 out. Boyd from the stretch. The bottom 0-1. Alright guys, first one. There's a video 13 hours ago with The Mandalorian Season 2. Why Ahsoka Tano is hunting Grand Admiral Thrawn. That is something I really do not know. I mean, I haven't watched the first episode of Season 2, but after seizing the moment and watching what happened with the finale of Season 1, I actually got a look in, not that bad of an inside scoop, but a little inside scoop of what the Darksaber can do. And basically, you know, it usually is what it is, and basically, I usually think lightsabers are more of a powerful weapon. What do you say, Brian? 1 and 2 from the stretch? 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dragon Age Mass Effect bosses quit BioWare. That is something I haven't heard since they actually went on to Isaiah Daily Fix behind it. Guys can check them out. That'll be foul ball to left, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the other side. Boyd from the stretch. That'll be ground ball to third. Get to the second. Throws the first, and that is a 3 outs. 3 outs indeed. And the side is retired. Royals sleeve 2. Go to bottom of the second inning. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2. Royals nothing. Goes up next is left fielder, left-handed batter, number 21, Jacoby Jones. Come chill with me, I'll forget about that. Like I said, I've been through enough business, that was good. And, you know, I'm going to leave it at that. Naughty Dog Neil Druckmann has now, guys, been named as co-president of Uncharted of The Last of Us Studio. Now this, guys, I think I find it a little more exciting. 1 and 1, bottom 2 and 1. Alright guys, according to Matt T. Kim from yesterday, you guys may want to hear this. You guys let me know in the chat what you guys think. You guys can also drop your channel links to follow anytime. To the right, 3 and 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Up next up to bat is Jorge Bonifacio. He's on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. Alright guys, Naughty Dog, the video game developer behind the traditional games, 3 and 2. Of the Last of Us guys in Uncharted series, as they announced that Neil Druckmann is going to be a little more promoted to co-president of the company of Naughty Dog and behind Uncharted with Uncharted and The Last of Us, and that would be fireball to center field. Tries to get a good hit, picks it up, and makes the catch. 1 out for the Tigers. As Allison Maury and Kristen Geiling will also serve as vice presidents of Naughty Dog, which I think is actually a good thing for him. As Druckmann, who co-created The Last of Us with former Naughty Dog director Bruce Straley, has led the direction of Naughty Dog's biggest games of the last 10 years. But yeah, Naughty Dog's been doing very well. What do you say, Brian? And I think for Neil Druckmann, I think it's going to be good for him to be co-president of that company. So basically, it takes a lot of hard work and takes some good opportunities. 0-1. That'd be ground ball to third. Defensively gets to it, throws the first, and that's the second out for the Tigers. So yeah, Naughty Dog's been around for over 18, I think a little over 20 years. Besides Kingdom Hearts, by 2022, it'll be 20, maybe 15 years. I don't know if I'm gonna be advertising Kingdom Hearts by then. Probably not. Depending what Square Enix decides to do, the creator of that's going to be able to do something. To left 0-1, but it all depends. That's 0-1 behind it. But yeah, this also includes creative director credits on the games, which I did beat one of few at this point. The bottom 1-1. As it goes on to say, what is The Last of Us, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and also The Last of Us Part 2. I'm not going back to the very first one because I actually have good enough respect and very good respect behind the games that Naughty Dog did. That would ground fireball to right center field, and that will be a single. That's single for the Tigers. Holy cow. Let's look at it one more time in the chat. Now the thing about Druckmann, guys, he served as a good director on The Last of Us Part 2 along with two other people, Anthony Newman and Kurt Redzino. As a sequel to 2013's Action Adventure title has been critically acclaimed, as earning multiple The Game Awards nominations and a Golden Joystick Award. I did hear that from Bad Boy this week. I think it was last week. That The Last of Us Part 2 did get a Golden Joystick Award for the Ultimate Game of the Year. I think that's going to be tough between that and I don't know. I really don't know if Final Fantasy VII is still going to win. I mean, I would only expect the Tsushima still holding on to that lead. No balls, 2 strikes to the right, 1-2. Runner at first with 2 outs. But what do you think, Brian? Do you think the Tsushima is still going to be the 2020 Game of the Year by far? I mean, I still think it should be. And also promoted at Naughty Dog are also Allison Mori, because I think it's a good thing, 1-2. And that will be fireball to foul to the left, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Chris and Grelling, who are now vice presidents of the Naughty Dog company. So, I don't know if they're going to make another Crash game. I think Crash has been around for a long time. So it all depends. But yeah, Mori was previously director of operations for that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the left, 3-2. Coming up to bat next is Harold Castro. He is on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, these two were, and the other one was co-director of programming, respectively. To the left, that's a strikeout. Recorded, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. Play 2 innings today, guys. Go to top of the 3rd. Game 1 in Detroit. As we speak, Tigers 2, Royals nothing. Here comes Edwin Alvarez, batting .273. Boyd from the stretch. Here's the pitch coming in. To the left, 1-0. It all depends. As Naughty Dog president Evan Wells went on to say something that's clear. I'll tell you in a second. I don't know if it has something to do with Neil Druckmann or something. The bottom, strike 1, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike behind that, guys. Mark that on the count. The bottom, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Holy cow. Boyd from the stretch, 1-2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alright, guys, he went on to say, and I quote, "We have such an incredible team at Naughty Dog, and being able to work alongside every one of them, especially meaningful these days." So I think Neil Druckmann's going to do very well as co-president. What do you think, Brian? I mean, if it comes to that, I think it's going to take some good work, good hard work to see what Naughty Dog's going to have in store next at this point. Boyd nods his head, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that'll be ground ball center field, gets away from the mound. And that will be a single. That's a single for the Royals. Tries to keep a little bit inside the stretch, guys. Tries to keep a bit more. But I think, Neil Druckmann's going to do very well as co-president. So, even though I did beat The Last of Us Part 2, took about for me almost 2.5 hours to beat that finale on the last episode of 27. So yeah, I took my time on that. That game was not coming back between the other and the other game I was trying to maybe beat down the road. So other than that, The Last of Us Part 2 is a very good game, I'm telling you. It's very good. What do you think, Brian? 1 ball, 1 strike from the threats? And that would be foul ball to right, 1 and 2. But yeah, I didn't come very close to taking out the very first Last of Us game. I actually didn't like it for the most part, but I've always thought the game grew up on me and had to think for a second if I was going to get any trophies. And that's a big strikeout. And that's the first out for the Royals. Oh my goodness. Here comes Alberto Mendesi, he's 0 for 1. Runner at first, 1 out. Boyd from the stretch. To the left, 0 and 1. So it all depends. Advances didn't grind enough loot. Huh. Well, at least I don't have to worry about getting advances, because, for PS5 at least. That'd be ground ball to right center field. Picks it up, and that would be a single. A single for the Royals, and that would be Alberto Mendesi. M-O-N-D-E-S-I. This is only a 7-letter word between the last name, not the first name behind that. First and second, 1 out. Boyd from the stretch. To the right, 1 and 0. We saw Dragon, thank you, sir. Thank you for following me on Twitter. Grateful, appreciate that. And that will be Alex Gordon, jersey number 4 on him. He's 0 for 1 for strikeout. 1 and 0 from the stretch to the left. 0 and 2. Holy cow. The ball's 2 strikes. Boyd from the stretch. 1 and 2. But yeah, thank you Restart Dragon for trying to get that one in on Twitter. As long as we know what we're doing, trying to strive for good excellence. Gets it the second, looking for a DP, got it. Double play, 3 outs in total, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. Go to bottom of the 3rd inning, game 1 in Detroit, as we speak. Tigers 2, Royals nothing. And due up for the Tigers, be number 30, D8. Designated hitter on his jersey, Harold Castro. He singled, had a run, he's 1 for 1. Isaiah first, all of our games to watch for 2021. I actually know the biggest names that I'm definitely going to try to get for PS5 soon. Brian, you actually know the names. You guys in the chat already understand what the names are. You know, I would name most of them, but most of the games I'm definitely buying behind that. That's 3-0. Up next is Zamir Candelario. He's on deck. The balls, no strikes. And that'll be ground ball to second. Picks it up defensively. Throws the first, and that's the first out for the Tigers. Destiny 2 Beyond Light review, and also some of the raid and presence. Raid and presence, yeah. I only did maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and I just stopped the series. I pretty much had to stop Destiny 2. I didn't feel like going back to the game at all afterwards. 1 ball, no strikes. And that would be 5 ball to right center field, and that'll bounce a little off to the wall to the right, and it will be a double. And that's a double for the Tigers. Look at that double by Zamir Candelario to right center field. Keeps a little more inside intact. But if you guys also want to wish my putting some praying, that's it gets better. Now's the time to do it, anytime you guys like. So that way you can make sense he feels better. And it's also been 1 week today, guys, since we had no time together. And that'll bring up second baseman number 8 on his jersey, Jonathan Scope on that. He doubled his first time, is 1 for 1. Runner at second, 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0 count, here it is.
To the left, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes between the count. What's up, Dead Side? How you doing? So Dead Side, I actually see you come in the chat more often. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. 2 balls, no strikes. Zunis from the stretch. Foul ball to right. 2-1. Disney's Plastic Man movie is reported serves the female lead. Well, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure with that, but I do think Black Widow's going to do good by next year. 3 balls, 1 strike. That'll be ground ball to left. Picks it up, throws the first, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Keeps a little more on that. Here comes Willie Castro, shortstop, number 49 on his jersey. I think he's 0 for 1. That's the sign. Zunis from the stretch. That'll be foul ball to home base, 1-1. But how you been this morning, Dead Side? You see, Brian, I actually see him a little more often. Come right in. He does some Twitch stuff. He decides to relax afterwards, and you know, does what he feels like doing. We had the thing about the Plastic Man movie. I have not seen it. I mean, I haven't seen any of the twists in between the movie. Oh, you're doing okay? Oh, nice. That's good. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That'll be ground ball to left center field as we speak, and that'll be a single. And that'll be a single for the Tigers. Second goes to third. The Sides start to have little stealing possession right now behind them. You guys can turn out all your dumb power outlets to the internet connected smart plugs. First and third, 2 outs. The pitch by Zunis. And that will be foul ball to right. That's 0-1. And that'll bring up CJ Cron, first baseman, on his number on that, number 26. He struck out his first time. He's 0 for 1. First and third, 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike.
0-1, here it comes.
Up top, 0-2. Outs. The Mandalorian Season 2, how this iconic character is finally redeemed. Well, I did look inside of Mando's Behind the Mask of the Mandalorian in one of the final episodes of Season 1. And I gotta tell you, it does look good. But anytime I look at a bounty hunter, like say him, Jango Fett, and Boba Fett, do you guys think that they should not remove their helmet? Especially when it comes to stormtroopers. At the bottom, another strikeout. And then, and the inning is over. Tigers wave a couple. We're going to top of the 4th inning. Game 1 in Detroit. Right, at this point, Tigers 2, Royals nothing. Due up for the Royals will be number 15, second baseman on the field, Wet Merriman. He's 0 for 1. Boyd from the stretch nods his head. Here's the target. To the left, 0-1. The record between Merrifield and Boyd, 20 for 40. This is actually half for 40 between the multiplication. That'd be ground ball center field, tries to get it, and that would be a single. Single for the Royals. There's also Midtown's Solutions. Immortals, Phoenix Rising. Brian, have you had a chance to look at this game? To look at that game for sure? Front overhold at first, nobody out. I mean, I probably wouldn't even try to get the game right from the bat, because my last PS4 game that I think is going to happen, ground ball to left center field. Picks it up, and that'll be a single. Another single for the Royals. And this time it's Soler coming in threats. Matt Ward's given up 6 hits, 2 strikeouts, 45 pitches for the 2-1 Tigers. So it all depends, really. You guys can also look at the best cheap gaming TVs for those on a budget. Whatever budget you guys can find for TVs, you won't find a better deal than that. Here comes Michael Franco, DH number 7 on his jersey. He's 1 for 1, but single in the second. 1 and 2 Royals. We're going to get a little something up the sleeve. First and second, nobody out. Boyd from the stretch. To the left, 0-1. Not bad of a strike between any pitcher. Usually he tries to comprehend a bit more, tries to get a little more focus. Guys, we'll get more news later on tonight
The 0-1
once we do a new episode of the Suzima. Foul ball to home base, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Boyd from the stretch.
And he fouls
Same
this
spot,
one
no
off.
balls, 2 strikes. But we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, my channel's good. I don't have anything to worry about, so it's better than nothing. Took care of business on Discord. I talked with Volker about it, and sort of a screenshot of something, and then, you know, nothing's gonna really badly happen. That'd be ground ball to right center field again, and that will be a single. Another single for the Royals. As any baseball team's looking to get a good master opportunity. Tries to get a little something, little more wide in the reins, and try to get a little something to scoop. Bases loaded, nobody out. The pitch by Boyd from the stretch. To the left, 1-0. Oh my goodness. Cuts between that record, guys. Well, your channel's okay, but you can do so much work on it. But that's just what I think. You're right. Well, do you still have that copy of that pick you sent me? Goes to first, tries to go to second, and that'll be something on the range. 1 out for the Royals, as it's now 2-1 Tigers. First and third, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. But yeah, did you create my first banner back then on that site? I know you actually created my very first one. That'll bring up Ryan McBroom, first baseman, number 9. From the stretch on that. He grounded out in second, he's 0 for 1. 2-1 Tigers, top of the 4th, first and third, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. Boyd from the stretch. And I think about Chaotic too. He did create me a banner too. But yeah, if I get a chance, will I still find that banner, Dead Site? Like I say, I think you did a good job by creating it. But yeah, I think you did a good job by creating it. I want to say thank you for that. 1-1. It's not just the banner or logo, it's the rest of your playlist. Hold on a second, it's the rest of your playlists and things. Oh, good. Okay. Well, is there a way I can do it on PS5 if I try to do the internet from there, or not really? Big ground ball, skip from second, picks it up, and that'll be a RBI single. RBI single coming in, as it's now 2-2 apiece. Oh my goodness. As any baseball team, guys, tries to get something, the mass of the hands, or a little more trying for a theory behind that. 2-2 apiece, top of the 4th, 1 out, first and second. Game 1 in Detroit, to the left, 0-1. And here comes Edward Olivares. I think that's the last name of 14. No balls, 1 strike. Boyd from the stretch. The bottom, 1-1. I think I'll probably try it on PS5 and see what happens. I think I would have to try to connect it here on my... Try to connect the internet on that. Ground ball to second. Looking for a DP. Got it. Double play. Gets 3 outs. And the side is retired. We go to bottom of the 4th inning, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Royals 2. Tigers 2. But it all depends. I mean, I actually have not had a chance to put the banner in there. But I'll probably try to do something if I'm willing to go to YouTube on my PS5, see what I can do. But, I don't know. I'll probably try to do it sometime. I mean, you created one for me, and so did Chaotic. I'm not 100% sure if you guys have my banner saved or not. But I'll probably double check soon. Due off for the Tigers will be Jacoby Jones, left-handed batter, left fielder, number 21. Zunis from the stretch. To the right, 1-0. We guys are getting the Suzima tonight. The record between Jones versus Zunis, I actually did not look at the record. To the right, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. It's like any baseball team is trying to break a tie in a different stadium. At the bottom, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the
Tries to keep a little bit of length. It's tries to keep a little bit of relaxation behind that too.
Don't worry about the one I did.
2 balls, 1 strike. To the right, 3-1. Yeah, that one I did. It's not the best, so don't worry about the one I did. Oh, okay. It's all good. It is on deck. 3-1 from the stretch. At the bottom, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, guys. Mark that on the clipboard, or on the notepad. Brian, 3-2. And that will be ground ball to center field. And that will be a single. Single for the Tigers. The baseball team's looking to get a ball from their best friend on that. So, oh, by the way, guys, I'll tell you something else. Brian and Deadside, have you guys heard that Pat Patterson passed away this week? At the age of 79. To the left, 0-1. 80 miles per hour. Here comes Jorge Bonifacio, right fielder on his jersey, and that would be number 57. Grounded out in second, he's 0-1. Runner first with nobody out. What does he think of him? What does he think of him? To the left, 1-1, tries to get there, and he's out, trying to steal second. And that is the first out for the Tigers. Runner tried to go to second, and any player tries to get out behind it. Oh my goodness. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Pat Patterson was he was actually a great looking man. You know, he was in the World Wrestling Federation and the WWE for a long time. And basically, he was also a former wrestler and worked with good potential, 1 and 2. The bottom, that's a strikeout, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Yeah, Pat Patterson was a great man. He had a really good age behind that, and you know, there won't be another person like that, especially Vince McMahon. But Vince McMahon's actually still in his 70s. Doing this from the stretch. To left, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. But if something happens with him, I think Triple H might be the next one to take it. Up top, 0-2. But yeah, I just think, what do you call it? Triple H might be able to take over Vince McMahon if it comes down to it. To the right, that's a strikeout looking. That's the 3rd out, and the inning is over. Tigers lead 1. We played 4 innings today, guys. Go to top of the 5th. Game 1 in Detroit, as you can see behind it. Tigers 2, Royals 2. And leading off first for the Royals will be Cam Gallagher. Number 36, catcher. He's 0-1. That's the target. Boyd from the stretch. To left, 0-1, between the angle. The ball's 1 strike. Get that clipboard on that, Brian. The bottom, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Gets a little more professional, keeps a little more inside the program, and see how that's going to wind up on it. Boyd from the stretch. Oh, you gotta go, buddy? Okay. What are you doing? We're gonna be doing this morning. Anything good? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boyd from the stretch. 2-2. Holy cow. 2 balls, 2 strikes so far today, guys. Making sure it's more of a wide and good range. And a top, swing and a miss. And that's the first out for the Royals. But yeah, where you headed to today, Brian? Anywhere good or not much exciting? I mean, I don't go back to work till tomorrow. I go back tomorrow, Monday, then I'm off another 2 days again. So, I for one am good to go. Don't have to worry about months of anything right now, so. But you guys are getting the Susie month tonight, for sure. And that would be pop up to mid-center, picks it up, makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out for the Royals.
So two
I
are
just had to
gone
correct
now
it.
in the Royal fifth.
Here comes Alex Gordon, left fielder. Jersey number 4 coming in. He's 0 for 2.
First pitch of the at-bat.
But we'll see what happens in between. There'll be ground ball to center. Picks it up from second, and the inning is over. Holy cow. 3 up, 3 down for the Royals. At the bottom of the 5th inning. Game 1 in Detroit. Royals 2, Tigers 2.
Bottom of the inning now.
Due up in the top of the lineup for the Tigers will be number 22, Victor Reyes, coming in the bat. He's 0 for 2.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt.
Tunis from the stretch. At the bottom, 0 and 1.
It's nothing in one.
What's one? Pat Patterson? I think Pat Patterson was, he was a really nice man. Last time I checked. Up top, 0 and 2. Yeah, Pat Patterson was actually a very, very honorable man. You know, he passed away this week at the age of 79, and I don't know if I think he had some good friends back then. Ken Shamrock, the World Famous man. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it all depends. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up top, swing and a miss. First out for the Tigers. Between the batter's box, keeps a little more in that section. And also tries, guys, to keep its heart pumping. Behind the other side, between the other box, between left or right. So hey, see how that's going to climb in the balance. To the right, 1-0. And that'll bring up Harold Castro, the DH, designated hitter. Jersey on his number is 30 behind him. He's 1 for 2 of a single and had a run. 1 ball, no strikes so far, guys. Tries to keep it inside the level. That would be ground ball to left. Tries to get a diving, and that will be a single. Tries to get an attempt, and that's a single for the Tigers. To left center field, and that would be Harold Castro. That'll be during the left center field. Tries to keep it going. Here comes Samir Candelario coming up to bat. Number 46, third baseman on his jersey. He's 2 for 2. But yeah, another. If we want to talk about another good batter, you look at Albert Pujols, one of the legendary batters of all time. Run at first, 1 out. Tunis from the stretch. That will be ground ball back to the mound. Throws the second, throws the first, 3 outs, double play. And the side is retired. Tigers lead 1. Go to the top of the 6th inning today, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2, Royals 2. Due up for the Royals will be Whit Merriman, number 15 on his jersey, at second baseman coming in. He's 1 for 2. Sets the target, Boyd from the stretch. The bottom, 1-0. Traditionally, like I said, any wrestler that was very good. You look at Vader. You look at the man they call Vader, it's Vader time. Very, very good wrestler. Very good man. You know, he had some good feuds with The Undertaker, Mankind, a little bit with Kane at this point in time. And, I mean, Undertaker had some great feuds after he retired, after 30 years. Boyd from the stretch, 1 and 2. That'd be ground ball to first. Defensively gets to first base. Got there. 1 out for the Royals. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler. Right-handed batter, right fielder. Number jersey is number 12 on that as well. He has 2 singles, 2 for 2. Boyd nods his head from the stretch. Here's the target. At the middle, 0-1. The record between that is 5 for 11 with 1 strikeout, perhaps. Foul ball to home base. 0-2.
Both teams with 8 hits in this one.
Boyd from the stretch, no balls, 2 strikes so far today. The bottom, 1 and 2. But either way, guys, with good content, with good videos, comes great responsibility, making sure it's more popularity behind that too. 1 and 2 by Boyd from the stretch. Foul ball to right on the same spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Is any was one of the pitchers trying to get a little something to offer?
2-2
To left, 2-2.
Square.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Tries to go apprehended. Between, and he mats up.
Fouled off.
Same spot, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tries to not get a little conspiracy. Boyd from the stretch.
Got him
Swing and a miss.
Chased it well out of the
And
zone
that is
there.
the second out for the Royals.
Was a real good example of a pitcher.
Either way, guys, at least it doesn't get much clearer.
When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to
Get a little inside or outside between the zone where your ball want it to go. At this point.
At the plate now, Michael Franco. As he'll look at a
To the left, 0-1, close to the middle. And that brings up Michael Franco, the ace number 7, designated hitter, behind the bat. 2 singles, he's 2 for 2. 1 ball, with no balls, 1 strike from the stretch. That'll be ground ball to first. Gets to first base, and the inning is over. 3 outs in total.
KC down in order. Home half
We got a bottom of the 6th inning today, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2, Royals 2.
Mike Montgomery.
And on the mound for the 1-2 Royals coming to the mound will be Mike Montgomery. Montgomery making his 3rd game appearance with a 3.86 ERA, 4 walks and 6 strikeouts.
Ready once
And
again.
due up for the Tigers will be Donaldson Scope, number 8, on the batter's box as we speak. He's 1 for 2 with a double in the 1st inning. Last year, 226 average.
Ready. Here's the
First pitch by Montgomery, and that'll be fly ball to mid-right center field, and then there's a little bit deep and a little bounce off the wall between the field, and that will be a double. And that's a double for the Tigers. Third double by Donaldson Scope for the 2-1 Tigers. Runner at second, nobody out. Montgomery from the stretch. Here's the pitch. The bottom, 1-0. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I haven't had anything yet so far today since I've been up since. I mean, I was up since 5:30, slept in for a little over an hour, and I think so I got enough sleep afterwards. But the thing about my pudding too, guys, I mean, she threw up twice yesterday, and basically she had a terrible headache, a stupid bad headache. Basically, I usually get that every once in a while. If I don't have water in my system or not getting anything in my system. That'll be ground ball to first. Gets it picked up, gets there, 1 out for the Tigers. Second goes to third base. Here comes CJ Cron, number 26, first baseman. Between the batter's box behind the jersey, number 26. He struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. Runner at third, 1 out. Montgomery from the stretch. And that will be, looked good, foul ball to right, 0-1. Between the miles per hour, try to get the timing between any team. To the right, 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat.
But I don't know if my love's going to be in the chat today. I mean, she told me to call back-to-back times, 4:30 and 9. But I think she is going out for supper too, I would assume. At the bottom, that's a strikeout. That's the second out for the Tigers. I mean, I've never knew Pat Patterson. I mean, he used to be, it was actually one of my family's good favorites back then and then before. And, yeah, he was a great man. Runner at third, 2 outs. Montgomery gives a sign down from the stretch. Foul ball to right, 0-1. And that'll bring up Jacoby Jones, left fielder, number 21, left-handed batter, behind him. He's singled in the 4th inning. He's 1 for 2. Yeah, I don't know if my love's going to be in the chat or not. Maybe. Foul ball to home base. No balls, 2 strikes. Tries to keep it a little length behind that. My punt should be coming in. I mean, I want her to give me a good update on how she's doing on her health. It's been 1 week without time together, too, so that's pretty much missing part of that. from the stretch, 1 and 2.
Swing and a
The
miss
bottom
for
swing and a
strike.
miss.
Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is
3 outs and the
over.
side is retired.
Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the third
Tigers
inning
lead
this
1. We
afternoon.
play 6 innings, go to
We'll
top
have
of the
it
7th
next on
inning.
MLB Network.
Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2, Royals 2.
7th inning,
And due up for the Royals will be number 17, Hunter Dozier. Third baseman number 17 on his jersey. Between that, he's 0 for 2. He has a sign down Boyd from the stretch. Foul ball to left, 0 and 1.
But it's going to be a foul ball.
The record between Dozier versus Boyd, 10 for 19 between the record meeting. That'd be foul ball to left, 0 and 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Boyd nods his head, 0 and 2. That'd be ground ball center field. Tries a skyrocket between the bat, and that will be a single. Single for the Royals. And that would be Brian Dozier. Between any batting position, guys, tries to get a little deep. Tries to get it as little hard as anybody can. It can always be done as long as you know where your target wants to be. Runner at first, nobody out. Boyd from the stretch. Runner Rojo at first, that's the first strike. That'll bring up Ryan McBroom, first baseman number 9, on the batter's box as well. He had an RBI, single, he's 1 for 2. And that will be fly ball to right center field, tries to get there, and makes the catch. Defensively, first out for the Royals. Runner will hold at first. Holy mackerel. Here comes Edward Averis coming up to bat. Number 14. He's single in the 3rd inning, he's 1 for 2. Runner at first, 1 out. Boyd from the stretch. Foul ball to home base to the right, 0 and 1. We'll see what happens if my love comes in the chat today. Depending how he's feeling. The bottom, 0 and 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Boyd from the stretch, 0 and 2. Ground ball to left center field, skips from 3rd. And that'll be a single. Single for the Royals. Between any numbered jersey between 1 to 99 or something like that. So that's why it's given up 10 hits, 4 strikeouts with 88 in total for the 2 and 1 Tigers. Here comes the catcher Cam Gallagher, number 36, coming out between the box. He's over 2 with two strikeouts. First and second, 1 out. Boyd from the stretch. The bottom, 0 and 1. Rounded out with 3 double plays. When it comes to double plays, guys, it's very nice to know what you're doing. 0 and 1 from the stretch. That'd be ground ball center field. It could see another double play maybe, and it did. Another double play, 3 outs in total, and the side is retired. Royals leave a couple. For the bottom of the 7th inning, game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2, Royals 2. And on the mound for the 1 and 2 Royals today will be Ian Kennedy. Ian Kennedy is making its 3rd start of the season with 2 strikeouts. And due up for the Tigers will be right fielder number 57 coming in the bat. It's only Bonifacio. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. From the sign, Kennedy from the stretch. And that will be a pop-up to right. Close to first base. Makes the catch. 1 out for the Tigers. Holy cow. And that'll bring up Jake Rogers, the catcher. Number 34 on his jersey. Between the bat. Single in 2nd inning. He's 1 for 2. Yeah, it all depends if my love comes in the chat or not. He might still be tired. With everybody's tired, maybe a little bit cranky to get up every now and then, see how that's going to roll out. Up top, 1 and 1. But it all depends, guys. I mean, it's like if you're waking up to have a hard day, having a good hard day at work, or try to do something different, it's always important to recognize it. That's for sure. 1 ball, 1 strike from the Strets. At the bottom, 1 and 2.
Catcher.
Tries to get something deep. The bottom, that's a strikeout looking. And that's a second out for the Tigers. I don't know if any team was looking to get something different. And that would be out of the replay, out of the Strets too. Yeah, we're still doing good on time today, guys, so always try to keep it a little more in mind.
Victor Reyes.
At the bottom, 0-1, 80 miles per hour. And that would be Victor Reyes, center fielder, number 22, on the board. He struck out in the 5th inning. He's 0 for 3.
Kennedy gets the sign. Here it is on 0-1.
The bottom, 0-2. Close to the angle, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game,
tries to get a little more inside. At the bottom, that's a big strikeout. Picks up, throws to first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Go to top of the 8th inning. Game 1 in Detroit, as we speak. Royals 2, Tigers 2. Due up for the Royals will be shortstop number 27. Come to the box is Alberto Mendesi. And that's number 27. He's singled in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 3. 1 and 2 Royals. We're going to break a little establishment, break its traps a little bit. And I think somebody else wants to come in for sure. As there will be, coming into the box, on the mound for the 2-1 Tigers taking over, will be Daniel Norris. Last year, 32 games, 3-13 on the 1-loss record. See how it gets compulsed. First pitch by Norris from the stretch. Any pitch is no stranger at this point. Record between Norris versus Mendesi, 0 for 11 with 2 strikeouts. I'm not 100% sure if there was a different hit behind that too. Which I don't think it would have been for sure. From the stretch, 1-1 at the bottom.
1-1 the count.
One ball, 1 strike. Down Norris from the stretch. At the bottom, 1-2. Holy cow. They don't like hanging below, that's for sure. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 at the bottom. Two balls, 2 strikes. Norris from the stretch. And that will be fly ball to left center field. Picks it up, makes the catch. 1 out for the Royals. That's why it's get a little deep inside to look at it. Here comes Alex Gordon, number 4, left fielder. Coming up to the bat for sure. He's 0 for 3 for line out in the 5th. Norris nods his head from the stretch. And that will be pop up to right in the foul territory in the box. Makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out for the Royals. Up next is Whit Merrifield coming in, number 15, second baseman. Off the bat, he's 1 for 3 for a run and a single.
First pitch on its way.
To left, 0-1. You guys also want to drop your channel links in the chat. You can do so by growing each other, by dropping a link. So that way you guys can follow each other, stay connected. Make sure YouTube doesn't take anything while in the reins. No balls, 1 strike. Norris from the stretch. Foul ball to left, 0-2. Tries to keep a little bit of distance. Behind the other side of it. Same spot at home base, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Norris from the stretch. Up top, 1-2. Trying to get a little something that's suspicious. But actually did not get... Any player did not deserve what they actually wanted to get right into. But remember guys, anytime a ball tries to come right in, you can't get there too quick. 1 ball, 2 strikes from the stretch. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good live look in behind it. between any team on the field. 2 balls, 2 strikes from the stretch. To left, 3 and 2. Up next is Jorge Soler, batting .333. He's on deck. Norris from the stretch, 3 and 2. Foul ball to home base, 3 and 2. Slice get a little inside of it. Norris from the stretch. And that will be fly ball to mid-center field. Picks it up, makes the catch. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Royals. Go to bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1 in Detroit. Royals 2, Tigers 2. Due for the Tigers is number 30, DH, Harold Castro, coming in for Sir. He has 2 singles. He's 2 for 3. To the left, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
2-0 at the bottom. Holy cow. 2 balls, no strikes from the stretch. Foul ball to left, 2-1.
Strike 1. The 2-1.
That will be fly ball to right center field. Makes the catch as good as possible. 1 out for the Royal. 1 out for the Tigers. Here comes Samir Candelario, number 46, third baseman. He's 2 for 3. Coming out of the box. Tries to get something. That's no balls, 1 strike on top of that. From the stretch to the bottom, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. But either way, guys, you guys can follow me on Twitter, say me out, tweet me out, leave a good comment on Twitter. It's JD Zach Dawson. You guys can give me your first and last name information. That'll be fly ball to mid center field, and that's grounded in. That's a single. That's a single for the Tigers. Holy cow, guys. Tries to get a little inside, no less in between. You guys can also say hi to me on Discord. You guys let me know if there's any questions behind that. If there will be a different one for Sir. If there will be somebody good. Between the speed and less reaction. If there will be pin sitting for the 2-1 Tigers will be Nico Goodwin. Between the box. Right at first, 1 out. He has to sign down from the stretch. And that would be fly ball to mid-center field. Tries to get a little inside, makes the catch. Out number 2 for the Tigers. I'm not so sure if any player wanted that. Depends. Willie Castro, shortstop, number 49. The jersey between it. 1 for 3 for single in the 3rd inning. Runner at first, 2 outs. From the stretch.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0 at the bottom. And we also watch videos in full. Like them, share them, tweet them out. Leave a good comment as always. And you guys can also vote for the Idol. Lands at 30. Greatest Showman at 13. 3 White Stars versus a Whole New World. And the ball is low. Runner looking to go to second. And it gets tagged out for that. And the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. Stretch out guys, top of the 9th. As we speak. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 2, Royals 2. Nico Goodwin will be staying at second base for the 2-1 Tigers today. Due for the Royals will be Jorge Soler, right fielder, number 12. He's 2 for 3. Norris from the stretch. That'll be ground ball to right. Center field, and that'll be a single. That'll be a single for the Royals. That'll be Jorge Soler with that single. Keeps a bit more of the speed. The chance to have a little more of the speed for it. Try to get inside of it. Pin sitting, pin spotter Eric Mejia. Number 26 will be doing that. Run out first, nobody out. Norris from the stretch. So that's 1-0. That will be Michael Franco. The ace, number 7. He has 2 singles. He's 2 for 3. And a runner will hold at first.
Check on that go-ahead run at
It's
first.
a no base runner tries again. Behind and tries again. So that they're looking to grab.
Hit hard
Big
towards
ground ball
second.
center field. Call from
This is
second
by the
base.
second baseman.
And that'll be a first out for the Royals. Holy cow. We see that almost often, guys. But 75% of the time we do. We got Tonto Doza, number 17, third baseman, coming in. He had an RBI, single, and he's 1 for 3. Norris from the stretch. That'll be ground ball from the home base, picks it up, and that'll be a single. It's a base hit, single for the Royals.
We call that. We call that
Runner first goes to second.
Get a knock on a check swing does not happen often.
Let's keep a little more emotional. First and second, 1 out. Norris from the stretch. And that will be ground ball to mid center field. And it'll bounce off a little bit off the wall. Holy cow. That would be a 2 RBI double right there today, guys. As it goes to planned. As it's now 4-2 Royals. 2 on double by Ryan McBroom for the 1 and 2 Royals.
For your team.
With any baseball team out of the 30 would be cracking a smile. 4-2 Royals. Top of the 9th, 1 out. As there will be a different pitcher coming in. As there will be coming in on the mound for the 2-1 Tigers will be Jordan Zimmerman. With any pitcher's no stranger to it. He has 1-13 record. 6.91 ERA, 82 strikeouts, 25 walks. Behind that, sir. 4-2 Royals, top of the 9th, 1 out, run on second. Game 1 in Detroit, first pitch. The bottom, 0-1. That brings up Edward Alvarez, center fielder, number 14, coming in. He's 2 for 3. And that will be fly ball to mid center field. Tries to get something near. And they don't get down again. Get down a little bit successfully. And that will be an RBI triple, I think. That's right, RBI triple. And it's now 5-2 Royals. Holy cow.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is.
As long as any batter tries to get a little something different, you can't get much of a clear path. Runner at third, 1 out, 5-2 Royals, top of the 9th. Game 1, Detroit. From the stretch at the bottom, 0-1. Behind that 2.
Originally from the Badger State of Wisconsin, he was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2000.
Yeah, the one that did voice Solid Snake for the very first time did very well. I actually did look up his name yesterday. When I told you guys yesterday in the chat. No balls, 2 strikes. Tries to get a little more of a secret behind it. Nods his head from the stretch, 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good strikeout. And that's out number 2 for the Royals. Cracking a smile here. Tries to get a little something emotional between a batter and a pitcher. Foul ball to right, 0-1. And that'll bring up Alberto Mendesi, number 27, shortstop. As we speak, 1 for 4 with a single in the 3rd inning. Runner at third, 2 outs from the stretch. And that'll be pop up to left, makes the catch to the left, and the side is retired. For the bottom of the 9th inning, guys, stretch out, try to stretch as good as you can. Game 1 in Detroit. Royals 5, Tigers 2.
Number 26 will stay in the game, taking
Eric Medea will be staying at right field for the 1 and 2 Royals defensively.
Scott Barlow comes on looking for a save.
And on the mound for the 1 and 2 Royals will be Scott Barlow. Barlow making the 2nd start. That's 1 save, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk between any record. Due off for the Tigers will be Willie Castro, shortstop, number 49. Coming in, he's 1 for 3. First pitch. And that will be fly ball to mid-center field. Racing back, trying to get all catching up to do, and it's gone. Any baseball team is not done yet. First home run by Harold Castro. Oh my goodness. Beautiful hit right there. Very good hit. Harold Castro was first solo shot of the season. As it's now 5-3 Royals. Bottom of the ninth, nobody out. Series, game 1 in Detroit. Oh my goodness. Look at it one more time. Harold Castro with the first solo shot. And that would be the deep center. And I would say fly ball to deep center field. Tries to get a little more left, but tries to keep it inside the middle. That ball is gone. 5-3 Royals, bottom of the ninth, nobody out. Game 1 in Detroit. To the right, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Tries to get a good helping hand for it.
This guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
To the right, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. That pitch was 95 miles per hour. Good popularity hanging around, that's a good thing. And that'll be foul ball to home base, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike between that record. From the stretch. To the left, 3 balls, 1 strike. Up next is Jacoby Jones. He is on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. Between that. From the stretch. At the bottom, 3-2. Close to the middle. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's a strikeout. First out for the Tigers. As you look out one more time between a powerful throw and tries to get a powerful hit from it. Doesn't exactly try to get good enough of a plan of getting a little more speed behind that. Bottom angle, 1-0. The first ball with no strikes. And that'll be called from second base, and that's the second out for the Tigers. Tigers are at their final out. Last chance for the Tigers will be Jorge Bonifacio. He's 0 for 3 for pop out in the 7th. From the stretch. And that'll be fly ball to right center field, and it'll get there, and that'll be a single. Single for the Tigers, excuse me. Any baseball team is not done yet. Especially any team trying to prove something. I'm like, you have to do that quick. Just make sure. Here comes Jake Rogers, the catcher, number 34. On that. Batter's box, 1 for 3. A single in the 2nd inning. Alright, pumping. Runner at first, 2 outs. Runner row held at first. From the stretch. To the right, 1-0. So yeah, runner row stay at first. 1 ball, no strikes. From the stretch. Up top, 2-0.
Well, you have to have a lot of confidence and composure.
2 balls, no strikes so far.
I'm just not seeing it. He looks kind of rattled out there to me.
Phoenix rises from the ashes. That's pretty much irresponsible. Keep the protection detail on that. I'm also keeping an eye on good time, but still doing good. Gives the sign. 2-0 from the stretch. At the bottom, 2-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one.
2 balls, 1 strike. And he plays trying to hit something good for his Saints. At the bottom angle, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers down with their final strike. Hold up a minute, 2-2. 3-2 at the bottom. I said we're getting something for my point in a minute. Up next is Victor Reyes. He is on deck. Anything from the powerful Bond, guys. 3-2. From the stretch. And that's a big strikeout, and the Tigers are now 2-2. It was in Game 1 in Detroit, and the Royals are now 2-2 over the Tigers to 2-2. Game 1 in Detroit. It was a very close game today, guys. 5-3. Only by 2 runs today. Look at that. Not bad of a game, though, as we speak. Between the other side and keeping a little more extra further with speed and good offensive stuff on it. For the 2-2 Royals in Game 1 in Detroit is Ryan McBoom with 2-4 of a double with 3 ribbies. Edward Averas with 3-for-4 of a triple and an RBI. Hunter Dozier with an RBI, 2-for-4. Roy Solera had a good game, 3-for-4. Between inside between that, sir. The losing team, the 2-2 Tigers, was in Game 1 in Detroit. Not bad of a stat sheet. Domenico Candelario was 3-for-4 for home run, double, and 2 RBIs. Roy Castro, 2-for-4 for a solo shot with that ribby. Johnson Scope had 2 doubles, 2-for-3. It's actually astounding. And Harold Castro, 2-for-4. Playing the box score. So the Tigers are now 2-2. It was in Game 1 in Detroit. As the Royals go up to 2-2 behind it. 5-3, 14 hits, no errors, 12 hits, and no errors. Program awards of 11th inning performance. Program, oh, that's good. We're going to see what that. As far as the other teams go, we'll get to that in a moment. Get about 5 likes. As long as we keep it on the left side, we're doing good. I mean, the past couple videos, Waybacks have been doing good. Keep doing good, keeping it on the positive good side, and we can see it's a good erection to look into. Good morning, baby. After getting sick twice last night, I'm feeling better. It's about damn time you got yourself better, baby. Because I don't want to have somebody get any more sick twice. But, are you going to put, well, before we jump in the other, did you miss me today? I'm not sure if you really missed my ass today or not. I mean, I hope you did or not. Let me know. For sure. Alright, guys, we got some scores. We got the Cubs winning by 7 over the Pirates in Chicago. Final score 10-3 by 7 runs. 11 hits, no errors, 5 hits, and 1 error. Ozole was first win. The Indians won by 2 over the White Sox in Cleveland. Final score of that by 2 runs. 5-3, 8 hits, no errors, 10 hits, and 3 errors. Carrasco was first win. Brad Hand was first save. I want to double check something on my memberships real quick. Hold on.
Jake Cronenworth.
I don't want to just have to have less anything but serve between other stuff too. Yeah, bring me memberships real quick. Something about you won't be charged behind that. I'll probably keep that for sure. See how that's really going to go. But I am actually deactivating this one. Yeah, I'm definitely canceling that crap too. Besides, it does not need to be extended anymore, so that way it can keep a little more conclusion. You missed the cast and you did miss me a whole lot. That's good. So what's going to be the plan for you today, honey? It's been 1 week without time together, as we speak. The Red Sox win by a huge margin of 13 runs. 13 runs over the Orioles in Baltimore. Final score blowout 18-5. 18 runs to 5. 17 hits, 1 error. 14 hits and no errors. I actually got the bad routine. Okay, there we go. Halleck was first win. So, are you only doing cleaning today, honey, or do you have somebody coming out there to spend time with you tonight? Hopefully it's not the king, because I know you don't want to wait another 9 days again to make a total of 16 or something like that, but it all depends. Nationals win a little more big by 3 runs over the Marlins in Miami. Final score, 3-0 shutout, 11 hits, 2 errors, 7 hits, no errors behind it. Sanchez for first win, Doolittle for second save. The Reds went close by 2 runs over the Blue Jays in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Canada's actually another big country. It's like 13 countries, maybe more than that, between more of its involvement. 3-1, 5 hits, no errors, 4 hits, and no errors by 2 runs. Miles' first win, Iglesias the second save. The Yankees went big by 7 runs over the rival the Rays in Tampa. Final score 10-3, 14 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and with 1 error to respond. J.A. Haff's first win.
Coming in at noon, I think.
Hold on, let me double check in the chat. Gosh dang it. Allie is coming in at noon, I think. Oh, that's good. So, do you want to wait again, honey? Do you want to wait another week, or how do you want to handle that? Like I said, it's been 1 week, and I mean, do you think you and I should wait after next week? I mean, I can prefer that if you'd like. It's my side maker. I know you need most of the time you need to get a break from me or anything. Let me know. But it all depends. The Go-Go Mets won by 2 runs over the Phillies in New York City by 2 runs today. Final score 5-3 in New York City. 5-3, 11 hits, no errors, 12 hits, and no errors. The Salmon was first win. The Redbirds Cardinals won by 1 run after 9 innings by 1 run over the Brewers in Milwaukee. Final score 3-2, 9 hits, 1 error, 11 hits, and no errors. Behind it, Martinez was first win. Gallegos was third save. The San Francisco Giants won by 6 runs over the D-backs in Arizona. Completely and has more of a completely standard of motion. Keeps his heart pumping. Final score 7-1, 14 hits, no errors, 3 hits, and no errors. I gotta see what I meant. Okay, there we go. Webb was first win, Bede was first save. The Athletics make some great work happen by 8 runs over the Astros in Oakland. Check this out, guys. Final score 8-0, 11 hits, 2 errors, 3 hits, and no errors. Blackburn was first win. The Mariners went by 5 runs over the Twins by 5 runs in Seattle. Final score of that 7-2, 13 hits, 2 errors, 5 hits, and 1 error. Between the threats. Dunn was first win. Moreno was second save. But what are your thoughts on that, baby? I mean, do you want to wait as long as we can going into Christmas time, or how do you feel like handling that? Since it's actually been 1 week. The Dodgers make short work.
Without you out, then I have to marry Jafar.
I miss you so much. Without you, Len, I have to marry Jafar. Okay, baby. What the hell are you trying to ask me today? I mean, I had a good hard day of work last night, and basically, I had some good help at the end, had some good stuff going on behind that, and without the machine, it's like, how am I supposed to get some things done behind it? If I don't know where the stupid key is. I mean, I did bring the remote back, but the key sounds like it's a lot of money to bring back. But it all depends. So what are you asking, though, honey? If you're trying to get me to come down there, no. I mean, not right at the second. I don't think it's going to be tonight. Remember, you guys are getting the Suzuma tonight. It's every Saturday and Sunday. 1-0, 7 hits, no errors, 5 hits, and 1 error. Gonzalez was first win. And the Padres went by 7 runs over the Braves in San Diego, California. That's pronounced between a good abbreviation by 7 runs, 10-3, 13 hits, no errors, 8 hits, and 1 error. Licencio was first win. Okay, you want to talk about COVID rollout guidelines for quarantine. You want to talk about nerves? Hold on a second. Let me look at this, guys. Hold up a minute. 7 days.
Christmas, I'm
for
not
people to
asking
abide
for anything,
them,
I just want to say
doing the
I love you.
systems. Twin states length. Okay, I really don't give a damn on that. So now, guys, the Tigers are now 2-2. You guys will get baseball on Tuesday. You guys, the next time we get baseball will be on Tuesday. Tuesday with a new episode of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I think I'm going to be getting some more popularity, which I think I probably will. I probably will, depending how many more likes I can do. My highest likes was at 20, but I actually stick with 19. Which 19 is better than nothing, so. My point in the chat is Christmas time. I'm not asking for anything, I just want to say I love you. I love you too, honey. But it's like you don't want my ass to come down there if you're feeling better and if you want to get some stuff done. I mean, I'm okay with that, you know. My ass can wait. I need to, like I said, ever since I had this PS5 last week, I've been focusing more of attention on this than our future. I mean, you understand what everybody's getting that. I took care of business yesterday. I talked to Vault Girl. I talked to you guys about that. And like I said, my channel ain't going anywhere. My channel is going anywhere. I'm safe and sound. Like I said, Vault Girl trusts me. She knows how to make something good and knows how to control something behind it. And she says she knows how to control and tries to keep a lookout for good people that are in her streams and making sure everything's intact. And that's the way it has, and that's the way it's going to be. I'm like, it's not only below average, it's very smart at this point. So you guys will get baseball next time on Tuesday morning. And then Valhalla's going to be Tuesday night. As there will be series finale in Detroit. As there will be 2-2 Tigers taking on 2-2 Kansas City Royals. So until Tuesday, on the mound for the 2-2 Tigers will be Casey Mize. And on the mound for the 2-2 Kansas City Royals will be Chris Bubbick. You tell me if I'm getting this right, guys. Chris Bubbick, I would assume. Let me know if he actually got the name in the chat. As far as the other teams go, real quick, we've got the Red Sox taking on the Orioles in Baltimore. I got Rodriguez 1-0 with a 6.00 ERA versus Means with a 1.50 ERA. As it also has a little more of a good structure. As long as it doesn't have disinfectant, it should be fine going forward too. Rays take on the Yankees in Tampa. Savino 1-0, 3.00 ERA versus Snell with a 3.60 ERA. The Indians hosting the White Sox in Cleveland. Galito 1-0 with a 1.13 ERA versus Bieber with a 2.84 ERA. Between the numbers, it's always good to have good or average numbers between any pitcher. Nationals taking on the Marlins in Miami. Cincinnati, Florida. Max Scherzer 9.00 ERA versus Sanchez 7.20 ERA. As it comes in between the few. The Go-Go Mets take on the Phillies in New York City of New York. Zach Wheeler 0-1. 10.80 ERA versus Sarah DeGrom for 6.00 ERA. The Milwaukee Brewers take on the Cardinals in Milwaukee. Zach Flattery 0-1, 7.20 ERA versus Burns with a 12.00 ERA. We're about to get this done as of right now, guys. Hold on. We've got the Pirates taking on the Cubbies in Chicago. Talon 1-0, 3.86 ERA versus Yu Darvish, 7.20 ERA. I think it should be a good imaginary matchup. I don't know if it'll be a high-scoring match, but we'll see how it goes in between by Tuesday. It might start being a little more lucky, hopefully. But it all depends if it goes on a good route It tries to get a little something safe behind it. Honey, are you still back there? Or what are you doing? There we go. The D-backs take on the Giants in Arizona. Suarez 9.00 ERA versus Weaver with a 3.60 ERA. Explain the numbers behind the lines. The Dodgers take on the Rockies in Los Angeles, California. Senzala 0-1 with 1.59 ERA versus the legendary one and only Clayton Kershaw with a 6.00 ERA. Between the numbers between that two. The Athletics take on the Astros in Oakland. Zach Greinke 1-0 with 1.13 ERA versus Bassett. Oh, you're making your bed and listening at the same time. Okay, so besides cleaning, who do you have coming over tonight? Like I said, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be the king. I mean, as much as I want to bring in for inside or outside for anything else, I don't think it's almost likely going to happen. It all depends. Since we're going to be getting into Christmas time in a couple weeks, I've had this number one seed since last week, so probably not. Probably not for sure. The Padres take on the Braves in San Diego. Soroka 1-0 versus Clevinger, the same spot. I think it'll be a good meeting. Depends which one wants it more. Keep it in the season. The Blue Jays take on the Reds and Toronto. Trevor Bauer 1-0, 3.86 ERA versus Merriweather with an 11.25 ERA. Irvine Evans is what it stands for, behind the other. The Mariners take on the Twins in Seattle. 0-1 versus Sheffield, 2.57 ERA. And the Rangers in Texas. Bundy 4.50 ERA versus Lynn with a 5.40 ERA. Now, before we wrap things up, guys, we're going to be getting to good standings again. So check this out. We're going to start with the American League Central, as we have some good teams that are trying to keep up. We have teams like the 2-2 White Sox, 2 losses, 1 loss for the 2-2 Tigers. 2-2 Indians have 1 win. 2-2 Royals have won 2 games, and 2 losses for the 2-3 Twins this season. As there's only a half game between the other teams, comes a little more in the structure. In the American League West, 1 win for the 4-1 Seattle Mariners, held by 1 game with 2 wins for the 3-2 Athletics. Same with the 3-2 Astros with 1 loss. One lucky victory, first win for the 1-3 Rangers. Keeps a little more settled between the best games. No one really, just staff. So do you just want staff coming in today, honey? Or do you have somebody romantic come to your arms? Like I said, it's not going to be the king. I know what you're going to ask me. You want me to come down? No. Not until we get, I was going to say, instead of waiting for that, I was going to wait until you get a job. By the time you get a job, it'll probably be down by then. It probably won't be another couple weeks going into Christmas time. That would be my guess, but let's see what happens. See what comes down to any big stuff ahead of it. Besides, at least you know what I'm getting. But he won't say anything as long as we do not have any hints behind it. And in the National League East today, 3 wins in a row for the 3-1 Nationals. Had a half a game with 1 loss for the 3-2 Miami Marlins. 1 win for the 2-2 Mets. 2 losses for the 2-3 Braves this season. And 4 losses for the badly 1-4 Philadelphia Phillies. Usually any baseball team has a bad opportunity to get the first 4 or 5 games on that schedule. Maybe 6 of that. National League Central is still looking pretty good. First 4 wins of the unbeaten for the 4-0 Chicago Cubs. 3-1 Cardinals with 3 wins. 1 win for the 2-2 Cincinnati Reds. Tied with 2 losses but 2-2 Pirates. And the team that's winless with 4 losses is 0-4 Braves. Actually, 0-4 Milwaukee Brewers. The National League West, not the only one that's unbeaten that's left. We have 4 wins in a row. First 4 is the 4-0 LA Dodgers. If any baseball team knows that about stats behind it. 1 win for the 3-2 Padres, only trailing by 1.5 games. 1 loss each for the 2-3 Rockies and 2-3 D-backs. First win for the 1-3 San Francisco Giants, behind the National League West. And last but not least, guys, still keeping up. 1 win each, 1 for the 4-1 Red Sox, 3-1 Yankees. 1 loss each for the 1-3 Orioles, 1-3 Rays, and 1-4 Blue Jays this season. So keeps in, scraping up and knowing how to brush something out for it. But alrighty, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me this morning. I'll tell you guys what's going to happen tonight. You guys understand what you guys are getting tonight for sure. But alright, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me this morning. I will be back tonight for a new episode of Ghost of Tsushima. It's still every Saturday and Sunday, same time, same channel. For those that have not supported the channel, if you want to catch more MLB 20, every 1 or 2 days a week, managing the 2-2 Detroit Tigers, hit that like button, hit that red support button. If you guys are new, or you guys are no stranger to the channel, or to the group or anything, hit that like button, hit that red support button, tweet it out, share it, comment, leave a good opportunity behind that desk, and make sure everything's intact at the same time. If you guys have a Twitter, you can do so by following me on Twitter, share me out, tweet me out, leave good comments. As the numbers are always the same between JD Zach Dawson as my Twitter. And that is 824-656-00. Behind that, between, not anything but anything behind it. You guys can also say hi to me on Discord. You guys can tell me you guys said hello, leaving a good friendly comment of what you guys like, and making sure there's anything else that's in the major. When we watch our videos in full, like them, share them, tweet them out, comment. We never ask for support back, and if you guys have any other questions, let me know if there's anything in control or not in control behind it. If you guys also want to vote for the idol for next year, you can do so by voting Atlanta 30, Greatest Summit at 13 up to next week. And you guys, let me know if there's any population between the questions you guys want to see come right out with. But I'm gonna wrap things. But I'm gonna be done this morning. I'll see you tonight for the Tsushima. I love you, honey. Keep up good work. It all depends what else is going to be happening for that. Thank you, Brian and Deadside, for coming in today. I'll see you tonight, same time, same channel for Tsushima. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Till next time, this is JD signing off. Have a good morning, and I'll see you tonight. And I'll see you in